Hi loves, thank you for coming back to my channel. I have a new braid and curl video just for you guys, so if you're interested in seeing how I came up with these luscious locks, then keep watching. So as usual, I'm starting out with the Bella Curls Curl Defining Cream, the coconut oil, and I'm also trying something new today. This is the Shine in Style Foaming Mousse by Creme of Nature, and I'm using two different types of perm rods, the white and the purple. So let's get started. I'm starting out on freshly washed hair, and it is about halfway dry. And I'm just going to take a medium-sized section and I'm going to clip away the rest. I'm going to apply the curl defining cream, work that in. Then I'm going to follow that up with the foam or mousse. I think that was maybe one pump. And then I'm going to seal it with some coconut oil. And that's pretty much the order of operations here. So curl defining cream, foaming mousse, and then sealing with coconut oil. And then I'm just going to detangle for my life. Like I said in my last video, if you watched, the key to my twist outs is very, very, very thorough detangling. And the key as well as far as my braid outs, very, very thorough. I cannot stress that enough, detangling, because I have 4B/C hair, and I mean, it just naturally tangles. So you gotta just make sure that it's detangled in order to get an out style, whether it be a twist out or a braid out with minimal frizz. So anyway, I basically just braided that section and I left about 2 inches unbraided. And then I added a perm rod, and that's pretty much it. So we're going to move on to the next section, and we're going to add some curl defining cream, and then follow up with some mousse, and then add our coconut oil. And I think I did that one out of order, but the ideal order of operations is curl defining cream, mousse, and then the oil. So as you can see here, the little tip that popped up, thorough detangling is my key to braid outs and out styles with minimal frizz. So I cannot stress that enough. If you have braid outs or twist outs and they just never work for you, one thing I would say that has basically changed my life when it comes to my out styles is detangling. As you can see, I started out with a wide tooth comb, and then I moved to a smaller tooth comb to just really work those tangles out. And then here I am just braiding, and like I said, I'm going to leave about 1.5 to 2 inches unbraided, and I'm going to just apply a perm rod and then move on to the next section. Another tip that, I mean, I know a lot of people don't like to do their hair while it's wet, and I was the same way. I used to do my twist outs and braid outs on dry stretched hair, but the past couple of times I've been doing it on freshly washed hair, and I mean, the definition is just so much better. It lasts much longer. And I mean, I understand, like my hair, it takes at least 2 days for my hair to dry, and you know, everybody ain't got time like that. So I mean, if you don't have the time to let your hair dry, and if your hair takes a really long time to dry, then I would say stick with your stretched styles. Or if you have the time to like sit under the dryer for like a good hour before you go to bed, and then possibly sit under it again when you wake up before you take it down. If you have that kind of time, then I would say you could go ahead and try to do like an out style on wet hair. But I mean, if you ain't got time like that, then you know, just continue to, you know, kind of play around with the dampness of your hair. I mean, if stretched is the only way you can get your hair to, if stretched and dried is the only way you can get your hair to dry by the next day, then I mean, you just got to work with what you have. But if you have the time to let your hair dry, I definitely recommend doing it on freshly washed hair. I mean, the definition and the longevity of the style is just It's like night and day. So if I had to choose between the two, if I have the time, I'm gonna do it from washed hair all day. But I mean, that's just something that I have recently learned, and I'm just sharing that with y'all. So, you know, do what works best for you. But anyway, this is a slowed down version of me braiding, and I mean braiding, plaiting, whatever you want to call it. But I'm just gonna braid it, and I'm being very careful to make sure that my hair does not retangle. And then I'm gonna get to about 2 inches before the end. I'm just gonna recomb that area out, make sure it's nice and detangled, and then apply my perm rod, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all there is to it. So if you watched my last video, the process is pretty much exactly the same, except instead of twisting like I did in the last video, instead of 2-strand twists, I'm doing just plaits or braids. So anyway, I went to sleep, and then I came back 2 days later. So this is 2 days later. You see me taking this down, and that is organic coconut oil. Olive oil. I bought it at Walmart, so any extra virgin olive oil will probably do. And I just applied it to my hands to help with the takedown process. And I can link or drop the name of the specific olive oil below, because I just realized that I didn't really include any footage of the olive oil in the beginning. But anyway, I'm just carefully taking down the braids, and I've coated my hands in olive oil to help eliminate frizz or help not create frizz. And then I'm just, you know, slowly separating, and that's pretty much it. I ended up with, I believe, 12 braids, 6 on each side. And yeah, I haven't done a braid out, I'm gonna say, in years. Like, what is this? This is the end of 2017. I would say the last time I did a braid out was maybe 2013, maybe. And that's just because they never turned out right for me. So then I finally kind of got my hand down on the twist out, and then I just been doing those ever since. But honestly, I think I might have to head back over to braid outs, because I've just really loved my results. And I hope you guys do too. And I hope that you've seen something in this video that will help you. But honey, look at this definition. Like, look, like, it's big, it's voluptuous, it's shiny, it's soft. Like, I was very pleased with the way that this hair turned out, and I hope that you are too. And I just want to thank you all for watching. If you have watched up to the end, I know this is somewhat of a long video, but I just appreciate you guys for showing me love like y'all do. And I'm trying to be more consistent and, you know, just come with quality content for y'all. So thank you for watching. Until next time.